Hello, everyone. The focus of today's discussion is on a critical topic in the digital content sector: the evaluation of the credibility of user-generated content. As we have seen, user-generated content plays a significant role in influencing opinions, guiding decisions, and shaping brand perceptions. However, not all content is of the same quality, and it is therefore essential to ensure the credibility of UGC in order to avoid the pitfalls of misinformation. What is meant by credibility in the context of user-generated content? Credibility refers to the trustworthiness, accuracy, and reliability of the content created and shared by users. This includes a wide range of content, from reviews and testimonials to social media posts and blog comments. In light of the diverse nature of UGC, it is essential to assess its credibility in order to determine the accuracy, trustworthiness, and reliability of the content in question. This assessment should be conducted in order to ascertain whether the information can be shared or acted upon. What are the key reasons for prioritizing UGC credibility? Credibility is of paramount importance, as it directly impacts the reliability of the information we consume and share. The dissemination of false or misleading content can have significant consequences for both individuals and brands. Inappropriate UGC can result in the dissemination of misinformation and disinformation. Inaccurate user-generated content can spread rapidly, leading to a proliferation of misinformation that can damage reputations, harm individuals, or mislead consumers. Erosion of trust. If a brand or platform repeatedly shares or promotes unreliable UGC, it can erode trust among its audience, leading to a loss of credibility and a decline in user engagement. Poor decision-making. Consumers often rely on UGC, such as reviews and testimonials, to make purchasing decisions. False information can result in poor decisions, leading to customer dissatisfaction and potential financial loss. In light of these potential consequences, it is crucial to assess the credibility of user-generated content, UGC, in order to maintain trust and integrity in the digital space. It can be challenging to evaluate the credibility of UGC for a number of reasons. 1. Volume and variety. The sheer volume of user-generated content is considerable. Every minute, millions of posts, comments, photos, and videos are shared across various digital platforms. The sheer volume and variety of content, which includes text, images, videos, and memes, makes it challenging to evaluate each piece of content for credibility. With such a vast amount of content being generated, it is inevitable that some unreliable information will be disseminated. 2. Anonymity and pseudonymity. A significant number of users create content anonymously or under pseudonyms. While anonymity can encourage free expression, it also presents a challenge for assessing credibility. In the absence of readily discernible user identities, it becomes challenging to ascertain the veracity of their statements, ascertain their credentials, or determine their motivations. This anonymity can be exploited to disseminate false information or mislead others without facing consequences. 3. Unfortunately, instances of manipulation and deception are not uncommon in the digital realm. Some user-generated content, UGC, may be intentionally misleading, such as fake reviews, doctored images, or manipulated videos. It is possible that content creators may have ulterior motives, such as promoting products for financial gain or disseminating misinformation for political or social reasons. In light of the prevalence of deceptive content, it is imperative to assess the credibility of UGC with a critical eye. Now that we have discussed the challenges, let us turn our attention to strategies for evaluating the credibility of user-generated content. These strategies ensure that the information we consume and share is reliable and accurate. 1. Verifying the source. One of the initial steps in assessing the credibility of user-generated content, UGC, is to verify the source. This entails evaluating the author's profile, history, and affiliations. It is advisable to check the author's profile. Ensure that the profile is complete and authentic. Does the profile include a picture, a biography, and a record of contributions? Incomplete or vague profiles may indicate a lack of transparency or credibility. It is advisable to look for a history of credible posts. Has the user previously published content that can be considered reliable? A history of reliable posts and contributions may be an indicator of trustworthiness. Verify claimed affiliations. If the user claims to have certain affiliations or credentials, such as being a professional in a specific field, it is advisable to verify these claims. Verification of the user's authenticity can be conducted through the use of LinkedIn profiles, professional websites, or other verifiable sources. 2. Another essential strategy is to verify the consistency and accuracy of the content. Reliable user-generated content should be consistent with known facts and internally coherent. Compare with known facts. Verify the content by cross-referencing it with information from reputable sources. Does it correlate with existing factual knowledge? Perform an internal consistency check. Does the content have internal consistency? The presence of contradictions or inconsistencies within the content may indicate a lack of reliability. Verify the spelling, grammar, and factual accuracy of the content. While minor errors do not necessarily indicate that the content is false, repeated mistakes may suggest that the content was created in a hasty manner or not thoroughly vetted. Third, an examination of user reputation and engagement can provide valuable insights into the credibility of the content creator. It is important to analyze the reputation of the author in order to gain an understanding of their credibility. Does the user have a high follower count or strong engagement levels? While these metrics are not definitive, a user with a positive reputation is more likely to be perceived as credible. It is also advisable to examine user interactions. It is important to examine the nature of the interactions the user receives. Do their posts typically receive positive feedback, or do they tend to elicit criticism or skepticism? It is also important to evaluate the author's history of engagement. It is advisable to examine the user's history on the platform. Has the user previously contributed valuable content? A history of positive engagement can be an indicator of credibility. 4. It is also important to cross-reference the content with reputable sources to confirm its accuracy. Verify information. It is advisable to seek corroboration from reliable, independent sources. If the content makes factual claims, it is advisable to verify them against trusted references, such as news outlets, academic publications, or official statements. It is advisable to utilize fact-checking websites. Websites such as Snopes, factcheck.org, and PolitiFact are designed to verify claims. These resources can assist in determining the veracity of the content and whether it is part of a larger misinformation campaign. Seek additional evidence to corroborate the information. If the information is corroborated by multiple independent sources, it is more likely to be credible. In the absence of supporting evidence, it is prudent to exercise caution. There are a number of tools and resources available to assist in the assessment of the credibility of user-generated content, UGC. We will now examine a few of these tools in more detail. 1. Fact-checking websites. Snopes. One of the most well-known fact-checking websites, Snopes specializes in debunking rumors and verifying claims across a wide range of topics. Factcheck.org is another useful resource for verifying the accuracy of information. This nonpartisan site is dedicated to the verification of political claims and public statements. PolitiFact. Renowned for its truth-o-meter, PolitiFact assesses the veracity of political statements and news stories. These platforms facilitate rapid verification of the accuracy or potential misrepresentation of user-generated content, UGC. 2. Verification tools. Reverse image search tools, such as Google Images and TinEye, enable users to conduct searches of images based on their content. This can assist in determining whether an image has been used elsewhere or altered in some way. Metadata analysis tools. For images and videos, metadata analysis tools can provide information about the date and location of content creation, which can be used to verify its authenticity. Third, reputation analysis platforms. Clout, although no longer available, was a tool that measured online influence. Similar tools can provide insights into a user's reputation and credibility based on their social media activity. Social Blade. This tool monitors user statistics and engagement on platforms such as YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. The analysis of user metrics can provide insight into their credibility and influence. In today's digital environment, it is more important than ever to evaluate the credibility of user-generated content. In light of the vast amount of content being shared and the challenges posed by anonymity and manipulation, it is vital to develop strategies for assessing the reliability of UGC. By verifying the source, checking for consistency and accuracy, examining user reputation and engagement, and cross-referencing information with reputable sources, we can better navigate the digital world and ensure that the content we consume and share is trustworthy. The use of tools and resources, such as fact-checking websites and verification tools, can further assist in the process of distinguishing credible UGC from misinformation. By employing these strategies, we can ensure the integrity of the information we engage with online, thereby contributing to a more informed digital community.